Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. It's once again time for my TBR game for March, and if you aren't yet familiar with my TBR game, I'm going to link a document down in the description, but I feel like it's fairly easy to understand. But before we get into the game, I do want to take a quick look at my previous TBR. So the books I had on my February TBR were A Court of Thorns and Roses, The Crown's Game, The Bear and the Nightingale, and A Winter's Promise. So I did finish ACOTAR and The Crown's Game. However, I didn't end up getting to The Bear and the Nightingale, unfortunately, but I think I already mentioned it in my February TBR game that if I don't get to this one, I'm just going to reread another book that also fits the prompt. And that book is called Morgenthau. It is a German book, and it's one of my all-time favorites, so it was really nice rereading this one. So I only have A Winter's Promise left on here, and let's see. I'm on page 243, so a little under the halfway point, I think. However, I did spend most of February studying for my exams, which were today, but now they're out of the way, and I have, I think, 5 days left where I can just read and have nothing else on my mind. So I think I'm going to finish this before the end of February. However, I would be allowed to continue reading this in March, but I'm just going to try to read this in February, so yeah, just so you know. I completely forgot about my big book, which was Dark Dawn for the months January and February, and I did finish it and I loved it. More thoughts coming in my wrap up. So yeah, overall a very successful reading month, and I'm very excited for my March TBR, especially because we also have to choose another big book. So let's do the first 4 normal prompts and then go into the big book. Alright, first prompt. We have the 10 of Diamonds. Twitter poll. So the first prompt that we got was Twitter poll, and once again I decided to only put graphic novels on there because I just don't really want to overstress myself, and I really want to continue some of these mangas and graphic novels very desperately, so yeah. I picked Check Please Volume 1, Tokyo Ghoul Volume 2, Death Note Volume 2, and also an Avatar graphic novel, which I don't really feel like getting down because it's up here in the stack, but it would be Avatar Imbalance. So I asked you guys on Twitter to pick one out of these 4, and not surprisingly, Death Note Volume 2 won. I'm really looking forward to continuing on with this manga series because I absolutely loved the first volume. I've heard that in the later volumes the story gets very different compared to the first volumes. So yeah, I'm just very curious to see where the story is going to go, and yeah, I'm very excited to read this. Next one is the 4 of Clubs. One word title. Next up is one word title, which is pretty self-explanatory. And for that I chose Hollowpox by Jessica Townsend. I just took the dust jacket off because I think it's a lot more stunning underneath, but I want to read this for Wonderlong, and I haven't finished Wondersmith yet, but the live show is, I think, in the first week of March. I'm not too sure. Hopefully I can then move on to Hollowpox in March. Next up we have the 9 of Diamonds. The First Book I See. The next prompt I got was First Book I See, so for that I'm just going to go onto my audiobook app, which has German and English audiobooks, and I'm just going to blindly go through all of my saved titles and then pick one. So these are all of my saved titles. So I think we're just going to sort this differently. I'm not going to look at it. Yeah, let's do it by author maybe, and then I'm just going to go through it blindly. Oh no. It's Red Rising 2, which is Golden Sun. Of course I can't read that, and I do want to physically read it in English, so I don't even know why I still have this on this list. So let's do it one more time. Ooh. The Vanishing Stair, which is actually the sequel next in the line. So I guess I'm going to read that. I do also have a physical copy, by the way. So yeah, this is my next book for my TBR. And we have a king. Then we got a king, which is really nice because I don't have to read any book for that. So let's now move straight along to my big book prompt. And now for the big book. I've already shuffled it a little bit. We have the Six of Clubs. I'm a little bit scared. Based on mythology. It was honestly very hard to find one of the big books that is based on some kind of mythology. However, I did look it up and I read that the Poppy War is based on Chinese history and mythology. So this will definitely fit the prompt and I'm super excited for this book. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I've been wanting to read this for ages. I think I first put it on my TBR in July or August. So it's been a long time coming, but now is the time finally to pick this up. I've heard nothing but great things about the series, so I'm just so excited to finally start it. This doesn't look too bad in terms of size, but I think this has like, right over 500 pages, so that's fine, I guess. So I have March and April to finish this book, which should be fine. I'm very excited to start this. However, we did get the prompt based on mythology in February as well, so I have to add in an extra prompt. And that will be a queen, so any book. Thankfully that was also a chance card and I got a queen, which means I get to choose any book that I want to. So because I want to loosely participate in Beccas Bookoplathon, I went and chose this volume of the series that I've been reading for a while. And Becca has already done 2 prompts for the readathon, but there are going to be more when the readathon starts. However, the first 2 prompts were dark cover and fantasy. So this both fits very nicely. This is super short, so perfect for a readathon, and I've been meaning to get on or continue on with the series for a while, so I'm very excited to do so in March. So this is my March TBR, which I'm really happy with, and I think it's very doable. So yeah, I'm really excited to get on with reading these. So I feel like this was a really nice and quick round of my TBR game. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you made it to the end, please leave the brown heart emoji down in the comments so that I know you were here. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye guys.